Hi everybody, it's me Jill and welcome to Jill Informed. This is the recap of Vanderpump Rules, Season 7, Episode 20, Brittany and the Beast. That's a good title name. Episode 20, how many episodes are there going to be? Do you guys know? I know they filmed the reunions, so we can't be too far off from that, but it definitely seems like it goes more episodes than the Housewives, right? Anyway, I am going to be watching the episode while filming, so let's get started. This week we open with Ariana getting things ready for Billy's brunch. She is going to be bartending Billy's brunch for the first time, I guess. I don't know. Sandoval is there hanging out with her. And then Lisa comes in. She's like, "What is with your partner giving me a briefcase full of cash? I don't normally carry a briefcase around." So I guess she went to the bank, whatever. And then in the confessional, Ariana says, "I really don't like the way Lisa has been treating the Toms since they've been in partnership together. It's really kind of getting on my nerves." And we get a montage, which is 90% about Schwartz, not Sandoval. Her asking Sandoval, "Where is your idiot partner today?" So what is Ariana so riled up about? I mean, I guess it's maybe Lisa's general tone toward them. She's pretty condescending and dismissive to both of them in general, but most of those digs are about Schwartz. The next scene is at Jax and Brittany's apartment, and both of their families are coming over for, I guess, a breakfast. I'm assuming it's because everybody's in town for the engagement party. It's Brittany's dad and stepmom, her mom, her grandmother, Jax's sister and her husband, Brittany's brother and his wife. Just everybody's there. In the confessional, Jax talks about how this is the first time he's seeing Brittany's dad since he cheated on her. And what he says is that he's a little bit nervous seeing him, but I'm not going to sit there and apologize to him. Okay, maybe you don't need to keep apologizing to somebody over and over again, but he's almost acting like he's angry that he's in a position where he would have to kowtow to this man. You cheated on his daughter. That's kind of like you got yourself in that situation, and I don't know why you seem more angry than remorseful about it. Oh my God, he is the worst. Brittany's brother and his wife have a little baby, and she's adorable. I don't remember this. Maybe you guys do. They were doing a fundraiser so that they could afford in vitro, so that they could have a baby on their own. And they had like a fundraiser, and Jax announced that whatever you raise today, I'm going to match it. In the confessional, he says, "I remember it clear as day." So basically you could say, "I bought Brittany's brother a baby." Dude, nothing kills a noble gesture faster than bragging about it. You got yourself a real peach there, Brittany. Okay, this breakfast can't end fast enough. Now Brittany's Meemaw is making a speech. Everybody's sitting around. "I just want you to know you guys have had your ups and downs in your relationship. I want you to know," Jax. Wait, hold on. He goes running around to the bookcase and he grabs this little box that's scotch taped closed. I guess it's got the ashes from his father in it. And he goes, "Okay, my dad's here. My dad's here now. And he's like patting the box. "I just want my dad to be here." Okay. It's just so awkward. You know, he acts like he doesn't care what they think of him. But the reality is he cares very much. He wants them to like him. But more importantly, I think he wants them to feel sorry for him. I'm sorry to even suggest this, because people grieve in their own ways. I'm not here to question that or to tell somebody they're not grieving the right way. There's just something that feels a little disingenuous about the way Jax plays the dad card. I hate to say that. This feels a little calculated. This is just my theory. You guys may have a different theory. I think he likes the outpouring of love and attention that he's gotten since his father passed, and he has become a better man. because of it, and people are responding to that in a very positive way, and I think he wants to just keep that going, but it might be slightly dissipating, and so he has to try and regain that feeling again. I feel like that's what's happening here. Oh, let me go get his ashes, let me sit them right next to me, and let's remind Brittany's whole family that I love my dad who passed away. I don't have him here. I'm grieving, and they're going to be gentler to me. My feelings might change about that. This is just a vibe I'm getting right now. Thank God we are moving on, but it hasn't gotten less awkward because now we are at brunch with Billy, and this is the white party, if you recall. So everybody is dressed in white. Billy's got white balloons, and it's decorated. Sheena walks up to Adam, and she is wearing a plain white t-shirt, and she's belted it. So she's wearing it as like a little mini dress. She walks up to Adam, and she said, "This is what I found in your closet this morning, and I found this belt in my car, so this is what I'm wearing." And Adam's like, "Wow, you look really hot, babe." Just kidding. Adam looks at her and says, "Yeah, I'm gonna need that back." It's a white t-shirt. It was probably like from a Hanes 3-pack. I mean, here's where this conversation goes. Sheena tells him that her friend Ethan is in town and he wants to make her dinner. And Ethan, let's be honest, Ethan's pretty easy on the eyes. Adam does not like this. In the confessional, Sheena said, "Adam has told me several times that he doesn't care if I date other people and he doesn't care if I hook up with other guys." So Sheena says to him, "I don't want you hooking up with other girls, and if you don't want me hooking up with other guys, then why aren't we just dating?" Adam says, "Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for that level of commitment, but I also don't want you necessarily hooking up with other guys." Got it. I mean, that seems reasonable. I mean, come on. So Sheena says, "Well, I just won't post anything on social media." Which I actually thought was a good answer, because then he's like, "Well, I would appreciate that. But girl, why are you not with Ethan? Because he's super cute." He's probably just like a booty call when he comes into town, but still, I would try and lock that down. Okay, the next scene is bridal dress shopping, and we are at this beautiful boutique called Kinsley James. They have a whole like lovely spread, like a charcuterie tray and cheeses and fruits and macarons. It's just beautiful, and the dresses are so delicious. So Kristen, Katie, and Stassi arrive first, and the three of them decide to pick out dresses that they like, that they think Brittany will like. Brittany's not there yet. She's coming with her family later. I guess Brittany has not asked them yet to be in the wedding. Stassi said, "I feel like she's going to ask me to be a bridesmaid, right? I mean, why would you ask someone to come and help pick out the dress if they're not going to be in the bridal party? I mean, I know I was Jax's ex-girlfriend, but I still feel like we're close enough friends, and Kristen feels like she should be the maid of honor because she has OCD and her attention to detail is so strong." Anyway, so now Brittany arrives. While Brittany's picking out a dress, Jax and his sister are at the tattoo parlor, and they are getting tattoos of things that their dad has said to them in his handwriting. Jax's says, "Make good choices, love, Dad." And I just think that's perfect. I know everything I just said. I still stand by what I said earlier. I think he's milking the sympathy a little bit. But this tattoo, it's perfect because it's his dad's handwriting, and the message itself is perfect for Jax. Make good choices. So if he's ever feeling at a crossroads in the future, he just needs to look down at that, see it in his dad's handwriting. I don't know. I like it. Okay, back at the bridal dress shop, I don't know how Brittany is going to choose a dress because she looks so stunning in every single one. Every single one was amazingly beautiful on her. This is not going to be good news for Kristen. Her longtime friend, I Kira, I can't remember what her name is. She is going to be Brittany's maid of honor. Then she has the assistant at the dress shop go out and get Katie and bring her in. And privately, she asks Katie to be her matron of honor. So she's going to have a maid of honor and a matron of honor, neither of which are going to be Kristen. The next scene is at SUR with Lisa and James. James texted Lisa about 23 times. He wants his job back. Lisa finally agreed to meet with him, and she's like, okay, why are you here? And he said, I had this idea for see next Tuesday where we use an astrology light, and it would be like a space party. And she's like, do you not understand that you don't work here? And he goes, yes, but they're not even doing girls' night. They weren't even there last Tuesday. And she's like, that is none of your concern, James. You need to just worry about yourself. He's like, oh, come on, Lisa. And he's almost about to cry again, but he doesn't, to his credit. And she said, you really think you've changed that much? And he said, I do. And she asked him if he had anything to drink. And he said, a couple of beers, but that's not really drinking. Oh my God. At least he was honest about it, but still. So he's realizing that he isn't going to get his job back. He doesn't think it's fair. But he, like a petulant little boy, he's kind of like, all right, well, and he's up and out of there before Lisa even finishes talking, basically. If he would just think about it, he would realize all he has to do, and I realize it's not just so easy if you're an alcoholic, but drink nothing, stop begging for your job back, and Lisa will see the change and let it be her idea to hire you back. He's got other stuff going on. I know he's got other DJ gigs. At one point, I think he was telling Tom that it paid even more than SUR, so I think he needs to just move on and let it be Lisa's idea now, Side note, I love this garden area in SUR. It's just such a pretty little place to sit and eat. She always has a little outdoor area in her restaurants. I love it. Oh, okay, we are revisiting the Ariana is getting frustrated with Lisa storyline. We are now in TomTom, and Tom and Ariana are sitting with Stassi and Kristen, having drinks and dinner maybe. And Ariana starts to tell Kristen and Stassi that Tom and Lisa were doing an interview with some like a food blog, I think. And that Lisa mentioned, tell them where you were, talking about the trip to Mexico, as though the Toms, just like take off and go on a trip when they really should be taking care of this new restaurant. Ariana's point is that was Lisa's idea. She told them to go on the trip. When we see the playback, what Lisa really said was, if you guys need to go get this out of your system, now's the time to do it, because for the next year I'm going to be kicking your asses. So it wasn't like she's telling them to go on a trip. She was just saying, if that's what you're looking to do, like celebrate and go on a trip, do it now before things start to get really busy. It's not quite the same, but I understand what she means. So in her confessional, she said, I get it. No matter how old we are or what we accomplish in life, we will never be equal to Lisa Vanderpump. But I do just feel like she should respect us more. Good luck with that. Okay, this is weird. Adam now shows up at TomTom, and he sits down with that group of 4. Since when do Tom, Ariana, Kristen, and Stassi hang out with Adam? They don't even hang out with Sheena. I do believe that these shows are unscripted and what happens really happens. I do believe that. But I also believe that Bravo has to arrange certain scenarios to create interesting storyline. This feels very contrived, very much like he is just there solely to talk about Sheena's date with Ethan. Ariana said to him, listen, Sheena has told us that she has asked you several times and you do not want a relationship with her. And he said, yeah, that's true. I don't think I'm ready yet. I'm not ready for a commitment. And Stassi said, well, I want you to be ready because Sheena really likes you. Sandoval goes, if I can help you in any way, I don't know if I can, but like if I can help you in any way, just let me know. Adam goes, yeah, can you kill a guy for me? And he goes, oh, okay, you're mad at him, huh? And he goes, nah, I'm just kidding, but it is interesting. And if this is what finally gets Adam off the fence, then okay, good on you, Sheena. But usually that sort of thing doesn't work. When you're trying to get a guy jealous, why is he not just interested in you in the first place? Oh, when he sees that some other guy is interested in you, now he is? No, forget you. If you don't just want me now without having some other guy interested, then I don't want you either, right? Now we cut over to Sheena's apartment in Marina del Rey, and Ethan is still cute. I think that could be a fun evening for her. Okay, well, so much for no social media because he's still just making dinner and Sheena is already posting selfies on Snapchat. Sorry, Adam. So immediately Ariana and Stassi get the Snapchat video. And they're sitting right next to Adam. So Ariana, I guess, feels like she should tell him, yeah, this is really awkward because Sheena is sending us like videos from her date. And he's like, well, all right, let me see it. And they show him. Side note, this dinner looks delicious. These like beautiful tricolored carrots and zucchini and fingerling potatoes. He's making steaks. I'll tell you what. I would take him over the bare naked chef any day of the week. Mostly because he's still dressed. Back at TomTom, Sandoval asks Adam, so what's worse? Like seeing her with somebody else or making a commitment to her? And he goes, well, I guess I'll just have to see how it goes. And Tom's like, oh, dude, they're definitely having sex tonight. Cut over to Sheena's apartment. He's not wrong. Yeah. The next scene is in TomTom during the day. Lisa has asked Lala to come in. And finally, Lisa is addressing Lala's behavior at Billy's brunch. She said, really, I let you get away with it because we were both going through something terrible at the time. But it isn't an excuse for this bad behavior. Lala basically agrees, but the gist of this conversation is Lisa wants Lala to be on James's side again. This is how Lisa is taking care of James. She's not going to give him a job. She's not going to hire him back yet again, but she is talking people into not abandoning him. Like she did it with Sandoval, she's now doing it with Lala. So Lala is feeling benevolent right now, and so she's like, I'll call him right now. Okay, now we are at Pump, and Brittany is getting everything all set up and ready for all her friends. This is like a little, maybe a luncheon for all her friends, and she is going to ask them to be bridesmaids. It's like a little surprise thing. But she has everything planned to a T, like every little perfect thing. And it's so cute. It's all fairy tale inspired, and it is so over the top. I don't even want to know how much this all cost. I can only imagine. It's so Brittany though. It's really sweet and cute, and it's so Brittany. However, this is when Kristen finds out that she is not a maid of honor. She's like, I can understand her friend Kara because she's had 20 years head start on me, but Katie, she was not thrilled about that. Okay, well, the next scene is Lala and James and the talk. It does not go well. Let's just put it that way. And why do you expect it to go well, Lala? First of all, he's having a hard time making eye contact with her again. He says it's because it's hard to make eye contact with someone who was once your friend and now isn't, someone he hasn't spoken to in so long, or some kind of BS, because he was having a hard time making eye contact with Lisa too, and I hope it isn't a sign of something. Like he's on something? I don't know, but he's struggling. But aside from all that, Lala is trying to tell him, you seem defeated. I know where you're at because I've been there too. And if you ever want to like pick up the phone, and he said, well, if I ever need to talk to somebody, I'll probably just call my therapist. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of with James on this one. In what universe do you think that he should call you Lala? The way you demean his girlfriend, whether she deserves it or not. I'm not even going there right now, but still, that's his girlfriend, and you pretty much scream and yell at her. The way you talk to him, the way you have been talking to him lately, why would he go to you when he's feeling vulnerable? That's insane. So, yeah, the whole thing doesn't go well. Lala's acting like it's because James isn't accountable. No. It's not going well because you call him out of the blue and you want him to say, thank you for being there for me, Lala. Okay, next time I'm feeling down and out, I'll call you. No. If she really wanted to reach out to him or befriend him, the first thing out of her mouth should have been, I know I haven't been a great friend to you lately. I would like to change that. Now, that might have grabbed his attention. Okay. Oh my God, you guys. Oh wait, let me back up. At Pump, where Brittany's having her party with her girls, talk turns to Sheenas Date. Oh, how was your date? Apparently, she and Adam are fighting right now after that date. And she's pretty upset about it because she starts crying and everything. I think Katie's like, oh, apparently Adam has caught feelings. And Sheena said, yeah, they're feelings of hatred though. Unfortunately. I think it was Stassi who said, well, I thought you guys, for someone who's like just your best friend, and then we get the best friend montage where 1,000 times Sheena's just saying, he's my best friend. Adam and I are best friends. We're best friends. Her real feelings are coming out, and she's pretty upset. In the meantime, over at TomTom, it's the guys. It's Brittany's dad and her brothers, Jax and Jax's brother-in-law. And Brittany's dad is saying when Brittany sent that picture of, when you got engaged, it was all about, the big rock on her finger and everything, and that's great, but I care more about your being faithful. And he said, yeah, of course, I know I have a lot to make up for, but my dad died. And Brittany's dad says something like, yes, your dad died, but kind of like, yeah, okay, other people have lost their dad too and not acted the way you act. So Jax basically just doesn't want to be continuously held accountable for that. Even Brittany's brothers are like, I hope things are good now. And one of her brothers said, yeah, I don't know why she would take you back after that. But Jax's brother-in-law, his sister Jenny's husband, is like, holy crap. I don't know if it's just going over Jax's head or if Jax just doesn't care. Because he's talking about his bachelor party. And Brittany's dad goes, well, I can't imagine I'm invited to that. Jax, bad things are going to happen there. What are you... What is wrong with you that you would say that to your future father-in-law after he just got on you for being unfaithful to his daughter? It's like there is something wrong with him. There must be. Oh, Brittany's brothers are intense. Okay, they may be a little too intense, actually. Because the one brother who said, I'm surprised Brittany even took you back, he's like, because you got 3 people here that will, basically knock you out if you do this again. Then her brother Wes, who's sitting right next to Jax, said, so now that all the guys are here, have you gotten all of our blessings? Say what now? Jax needs to get the blessing of each and every one of the men in Brittany's family? Had me lost me. Okay, that's a little extreme. Jax is like, no, I haven't, Wes. Thanks for bringing that up. Oh Oh my God, this scene is just surreal to me. And Jax's sister's husband, his eyes are bugging out of his head like Ramona Singer on a runway. I think what's happening now, if I were to try and assess this, because it's insane the way Jax is answering them, but I would have to say he's like a wild animal that's been cornered. Nothing else really explains why he is then saying, well, is she going to love and cherish me too? I don't know about that. In the confessional, he said, what about me? You have to take care of your husband too. Her brother says, well, it all comes down to the way you speak to each other. And Jax is like, well, yeah, that might be hard because I always like to have the last word. And he's eating and he's going down a real bad road here. It's crazy. The episode ends with Jack saying, well, you know what? I got to take care of this guy right here. I'm always going to be number one. Okay. I am sure that her brothers are getting a warm feeling about how well their little sister is going to be taken care of. And that's where this episode ends. Okay, so next week is the season finale, and it is Jax and Brittany's engagement party, so should be good. I can't wait. Please subscribe to Jill Informed if you haven't yet done so. Please give this video a like if you did. And don't forget to leave a comment. I know you guys have something to say, and I love to hear from you. I'm going to be right back here next Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time for the next recap of Vanderpump Rules. Bye-bye.